Construction on the new 97-room Hampton Inn and Suites has progressed steadily since the project broke ground last June and is on track to welcome its first guests by Memorial Day weekend, if all goes according as planned. The construction site has been a beehive of activity on the site of the former High Ridge Plaza on Main Street, adjacent to the mini roundabout near the Shaw's Supermarket in Manchester. It's designed to blend in with an architectural style that differs from other types of Hampton Inns, often found along interstates. It will occupy a parcel of land to the rear of the former High Ridge site, roughly where the Panda Garden restaurant used to be, but will be angled somewhat away from the road. The mini roundabout will also serve as an entry point to the hotel. The new yet-to-be-finished hotel is starting to interview for job openings and expects to start taking reservations for guests in May. One employee is in place, Dan Dvornoy, the hotel's general manager. He says the new facility will have a mix of different types of rooms and features. One aspect of the hotel, seen as a likely plus, will be its ability to host sports teams and their entourages of friends, family, and coaches for planned-for sports tournaments.
There's a couple of different things. For one, it's the type of rooms that we have, the two queen beds with a sofa bed, connecting rooms. I think another big thing for families and sports teams is going to be the complimentary breakfast and the swimming pool. But one of the big parts is the location within walking distance to downtown is going to be great for sports teams. You get done with a tournament and you've got kind of options to eat and walk around and hang out. So it's not just coming for the sports. It's coming to enjoy the town.
It's the first truly downtown hotel that we have. We have a lot of rooms, but downtown, this will be the only one that we have, and it'll be very convenient for people who just want to walk around and not have a car necessarily, especially since we're looking at having bus service meet the train that comes from New York, so people could come to town and not necessarily need to drive.
However, the hotel's owners, the Long Island, New York-based Mulaney Hospitality Group, is hoping to make one change from the original plan, at least for the moment. When they obtained their initial permit approval to construct the hotel, they also envisioned adding a retail dimension to the complex and won approval to build 3 new 14,000-square-foot structures. But those plans have been put on hold, and last week, the owners sought to amend that permit to allow for the hotel to open without them while the retail dimension is sorted out. About 2 years ago, the owners won approval from the town's Development Review Board to split the original permit into 2 components, one for the hotel and one for the retail piece. Chris Ponessy, a partner with Mance Engineering Partners of Manchester, who are assisting the Mulaney Hospitality Group with the hotel project, described what the owners wanted to do at this juncture.
What we're anticipating right now or proposing right now is in the interim, while deals are being finalized and items for the commercial, we submitted this interim plan which shows, as you can see, the entire commercial parcel with grass and green space. So all the infrastructure is required on the permit for the hotel to operate, including parking, lighting, the accesses, utilities would be installed. All the utilities that are necessary that go under the roadways or the sidewalks would be installed and stubbed, ready for the commercial development. And then all the remaining infrastructure would be just placed on temporary hold until the commercial development moves forward.
Any speculation on time frame on, this being an interim?
I know, and we've been talking about this for coming up on 3 years. Especially with the proposed zoning changes that could add an extra level or so and add different types of possible uses. And no one wants to sign the contract until they find out whether they're going to get approved or denied or whatever, what have you. So that's one of the reasons they're working through multiple iterations on different types of uses, all commercial obviously, being in the commercial core or the new town center. Town center. So they're working up different options to make sure what can be done. But being able to add a 3rd floor onto the 2-story retail or commercial buildings, adding a 3rd story for possible residential is something everyone's interested in now that it's allowed with a 40-foot height. I mean, they're not going to let this commercial property that's worth got to be worth a few $1 million go to waste. I mean, Retail's a little soft right now, as everyone knows, so, that's why they're looking at other different types of commercial developments. They could be looking at retail. I'm not really privy to all the information, but I know some of the things they've been looking at, and I think it would be a good mix.
The town has been urging them to consider multifamily very strongly there.
Yes.
So,
And they know that.
yeah.
The front area between Main Street and the start of the hotel's parking area, where the buildings would have gone, will be landscaped and cleaned up in the interim. But at some point, the property owners do want to move forward with putting something on the green space that will now be created in front of the hotel. The DRB has about a month to render a decision on the request, which should be forthcoming by mid-April. For the GNet TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.